let's talk about gradients. So, ano ba tong mga to? Actually, similar pa rin yan kay annuity, except that ito, hindi na equal yung periodic payments. Periodic payments na lang siya. Alright? So, anong example nito? Maraming klase kasi ng gradient, guys. No? At bawat type ng gradient ay may sariling derived na formula. Actually, makikita nyo sa module nyo dyan, no? Yung mga formula na tinutukoy ko. Alright? But, I'll try to keep this as simple as possible, no? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng gradient? Gradient means nagva-vary na yung payment pero periodic pa rin. Okay. So, parang ganito. Halimbawa, at the beginning of the second year or here, you have a payment that is A1. Now, after another period, hindi na same sa unang binayad mo yung susunod. So, halimbawa, increasing. A2 na to. Or, and so on. Alright? Okay. So, this, what you see here, is an example of a gradient. Move natin konti, no? So, ngayon, ganito. Imbis ngayon na yung ating technique is pera is equal to A summation of 1 plus I raised to X, then lower limit, upper limit, papalitan na natin ngayon yung form. Obviously because itong pera na to, hindi na constant. So imagine, no, you have summation here, and kanina sa derivation, nilabas natin tong A na to, kasi constant siya. Eh ngayon, constant pa rin ba itong A? Hindi na. And that's the reason why we will adjust this. Now, again, imbis na mga A ito, papalitan natin. Gagawin natin silang variable. Okay? So, tatawagin natin silang Y. Puro yan mga Y. And this time, itong mga Y na to, hindi na number talaga or hindi na pera talaga yan. That is now an equation depending on what type of gradient yung tinatanong. Alright? Just to give you the basic idea, alright, ang A, alimbawa, arithmetic gradient, Y will be in the form A plus BX. Kapag geometric, it will be in the form AB raised to X. Kapag exponential, and so on. So, walang definite actually na types nito because actually, sobrang dami ng klase ng gradient na pwedeng makreate ng iyong examiner. Alright? But the most common, anong nabigay niya so far, is the arithmetic. Ito pa lang actually. Alright? So, ito lang, ang ituturo ko nga lang sa inyo today is a method that is good as long as you know how to create a function. Now, what do we do dito sa ating technique to make it work? Easy. Ganito lang. Ipapasok ko lang dito yung Y. Then may summation pa rin. So, bakit ganyan lang sir yung adjustment? O, kanina A to. Ano lang ginawa ko kay A? Ginawa ko lang Y. Imagine, ganun lang kasimple. Alright? That is the reason why gustong-gusto ko yung strategy na to, guys. Kasi, parang sobrang liit lang ng iyong aaralin, pero maraming cases na yung kaya niyang masolve. Now, itong Y na to, i-adjust mo lang yan sa depending on anong gradient yung meron tayo. Alright? So, of course, may lower limit pa rin yan, tsaka upper limit. Tapos, hindi ko na pwede ito ilabas sa summation. For what reason? Kasi nga function na to eh. This is now a function of X. So, since varying yan, I cannot bring that out. Hindi na siya kasi constant. This will be our technique for this type of problems. Now, let us try question number 14. Sabi dito, Dr. Anderson plans to make a series of gradient-type withdrawals from his savings account over a 10-year period, beginning at the end of the second year. Alright? What equal annual withdrawals would be equivalent to a withdrawal of 1,000 at the end of the second year, 2,000 at the end of the third year, 9,000 at the end of the 10th year if the bank pays 9% compounded annually. Okay, so ganito lang siya. Sabi dito sa problem, magsisimula daw yung unang 1,000 dun sa second year, at the end of the second year. So where is that? Sabi ko sa inyo, the end of the year is the number itself. This will be the first transaction. Now, what's the next one? Yung next transaction ay nasa 3. Okay? So that will be 2,000 at the end of the third year. And so on. And so on. Up until you reach the 10th year. At the end of the 10th year, you now have 9,000 pesos of transaction here. Then, of course, meron din yung before. Okay? Ngayon, this is obviously an arithmetic gradient. Okay? So, bakit siya naging arithmetic gradient? Simply because the increase of the transaction is linear or constant. So, supposedly, may formula to. Parang ganito yung form. Hindi ko na tinapos kasi di nakasya. Kasi di ko rin naman siya ituturo. Nilagay ko siya dun sa module outline para lang makita nyo na mahirap siya i-memorize, no? Hindi natin gagamitin yan. Ayoko niyan. Okay? So, anong method yung gagawin natin dito? We're going to use a calculator technique for this one. So, the I here given is 9% compounded annually. Alright? Okay. So, usod ko lang konti yung drawing, ha? Ayan. So, paano ba natin to gagawa ng paraan? Ganito lang. Your first move actually here is to define your y. So, how do you define or create a function, okay, in terms of x for your y? Here's how you do it. Sa calculator nyo, I want you to go to mode 3.2 or I think sa Canon meron din ito. No, basta hanapin nyo yung statistics tsaka linear regression. Okay, bakit linear regression? Kasi arithmetic gradient nga. Alright? So, dito, sa mode 3.2, ito na. Ipapasok nyo dito. I want you to look at the calculator, ha? Dito sa taas. Okay. Depende na ngayon to kung ano yung hinahanap, ha? Now, gusto ko kunin yung present worth. Take note. Okay? Gusto ko tong kunin. Yung present worth na to. Although, hindi ito yung hinahanap ng problem, meron pa tayong gagawin after nito. But I want to get the present worth first. Alright? So, to get the present worth, this is what we're going to do. We need to set 0 as our reference. Okay? Now, remember the first rule na sinabi ko kanina. Alright? The exponent kanina is always reference minus kung saan nanggaling yung pera. We did this a while ago. Actually, we did this during your compound interest na topic. Alright? Laging kung saan mo kukunin yung pera minus kung saan nanggaling yung pera. I hope you remember that. Now, we are going to use this rule. Alright? Dito sa mode 3.2. So, nakalagay yan ng ganyan, x and y. I want you guys to put 0 minus 2 equal to 1,000. Alright? Then 0 minus 3 equal to 2,000. Okay, bakit 0 minus 2, 0 minus 3? Bakit di mo ginamit yung 9,000, sir? Guys, remember that mode 3.2 only requires you to put at least 2 data. At least 2 relationship between x and y. Enough na po yun. Matik na yun mababasa na up to 9,000 to. Alright? Pwede din naman actually, 0 minus 10, 9,000. Pwede din 0 minus 1, 0. Alright? Kasi part man actually siya ng gradient. Look at this. Para yung, di ba? Parang triangular load structural, di ba? Para yung ganyan, di ba? Kasama si 0 basically. Now, ganito. Okay? Let me put that in your calculator. 0 minus 2. Alright? Then 0 minus 3. That's good. Then 1,000 and 2,000. After I put that here, I'll press AC. And then here's the principle, guys. No? The basic idea is we need to extract the arbitrary constants A and B in the calculator. How do you do that? Press Shift 1 if you're using 570 or 991 or any variant of this model, because actually hindi naman ito nawala. Alright? Mode 151 will give you A. Press equals, and that's that. Then I want you to store that value to A. So to do that, Shift RCL A. Naka-store na yung answer sa A. And I want you to do the same, Shift 1, 5, then extract B. Alright? So makita mo si B dyan. That's 2. Press equals, then Shift RCL B. So, basically yan, dito na laman na ng ating calculator, ng ating A and B, yung mga corresponding arbitrary constants. And now, the next thing you need to do is go to computation mode. That's mode 1. Okay? Then put this equation. Ito na ha. Ang mangyayari dyan, the same principle na ginawa natin kanina sa annuity. Except that, ito nang laman ng y. So, tingnan natin ha. Alright? If I want to get the present worth, basically, that's equal to the summation of y, which is a plus bx, times 1.09 raised to x. Alright? Di ba 1 plus I yan? So again, pinalitan ko lang to. A to kanina nung nag-annuity tayo, pinalitan ko lang ng isang equation or function. So, ito na, lalagay ko, summation of a plus bx 1.09 raised to x. Then, my limits would be, alright, ito na. Yung rule natin kanina, nung nag-annuity tayo, we need to do that. Alright? Ano ba yon? Yung reference. So, reference minus, where's the last payment? Since we're going to have a gradient that is up to 10, up to the end of the 10th year, then therefore, the end will be 10. Of course, it follows that the upper limit would be 0 minus 1. Alright? So, ito na. Pwede din actually minus 2. Pwede, yes, you can argue that pwede ka mag-end sa 2 because basically, wala naman talaga nag-exist dyan na payment. Okay? So, no problem. Alright, so I'm going to put here, that's actually negative 10 and negative 1. Then, once you press equals, you should get 24,000. So, ito po yun. That's 24,372.8. Alright? Hindi pa to yung sagot. Bakit, sir? Kasi, yung gusto ng problem is gawin tong uniform. Nakuha niyo yung idea? Alright? So, parang ang gusto ng problem is i-convert yung cash flow dun sa taas na naka-gradient into an annuity. Alright? So, ano yung periods nitong annuity na to? Of course, 1 to hanggang 10. Basically, di ba? Ngayon, ano yung itsura ng cash flow? Sabi kasi niya dito, ano daw yung equal annual withdrawals na equivalent po dito sa gradient? Di ba? Di ba na-mention ko na kanina that to make two different cash flows the same, we need to equate the worth. So basically, that is what we're going to do. Itong nakuha kong present worth, i-equate ko yan sa present worth nitong cash flow na kailangan natin kunin. Gawin ko din tong P. Ngayon, anong ugali nitong bagong cash flow na to? Simple lang. Equal payments. In short, i-convert natin yung gradient into a uniform payment. Later, actually, gagawin natin to sa medyo mataas na topic. May concept actually to in the future. So, ganito na lang siya. Di ba? Mangyayari, kukunin na lang natin yung A kung alam natin yung present worth. Di ba? I equated their present worths para magkaroon sila ng parehas na value basically. So, let's do that, no? Again, using the technique we used kanina. Alright? This is 24,000 sa numerator divided by the summation of 1.09 raised to x. Alright? Annuity na lang siya na ordinary. So, your summation will be from negative 10 to negative 1. So, sorry guys kung medyo shortcut na siya dito. Kanina pa kasi natin ginagawa eh. So, this A will be equal to 3,797.8. And this will be your final answer. So, supposedly, iba din sana yung formula nito, itong geometric gradient. Pakita ko. Alright? Kung mapapansin nyo, dalawa pa yan, no? Ito, dito may condition to eh. Yung una is where I is not equal to G. Alright? But yung pangalawa, when I is equal to G. So, of course, ayaw kung nagme-memorize kayo. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to use the same technique for this one. So, let's try that dito sa ating next problem. Okay? So, let me read. A mechanical contractor is trying to calculate the present worth of personal salaries over the next 5 years. He has 4 employees whose combined salaries through the end of this year are 900,000 pesos. If he expects to give each employee a raise of 5% each year, compute the present worth of his employees' salaries at an interest rate of 12% per year. Let's try to draw that. So, ganito yung idea. Alright? Meron daw siyang 4 na employee na yung combined salary, 900,000. Okay? So, ilagay ko yun dito. At the end of this year, their combined salary is 900,000. Now, ganito. Kung mapapansin nyo, mabait tong boss na to kasi gusto niyang i-increase or ini-expect niya nang ma-increase yung salary ng kanyang employees by how much? By 5%. Okay? This is not the rate of interest. This is the increase of their salary. Alright? That's different. So, what's 5% increased? Alright? ganito lang yon. Kapag in-increase mo to ng 5%, magiging ano lang to? 900 times 1.05. Alright? Okay. Now, yung mga susunod na mga payments, ganun din mangyayari. Hindi ko na masyado ayusin yan. I think nag-gets yun na yung point. This is a gradient. And nag-i-increase po yung ating pera, hindi na linear, kundi parang geometric na. Hence the name, geometric gradient. Alright? Okay. Now, ganito na siya. Para ma-solve ito, punta ka lang mode 3.6. Alright. Bakit mode 3.6? Because mode 3.6 is your form y is equal to ab raised to x. Alright? It follows the form of our given. Kung ayusin natin yan, ang nangyayari lang is para lang tayo nagmumultiply ng 1.05 sa bawat increase ng salary. So that's geometric increase. Hence, this particular mode. So for mode 3.6, ito yung input. The same as your mode 3 no? It will only require two relationships between x and y. Paano mo pala malalaman, sir, kung ilan? Kung ilan din yung letters dito, except for x, of course, because that's a variable. These are the arbitrary constants. Kung ilan yung arbitrary constants ng mode na to, yun din yung required, we call them boundary conditions. Alright? So, ang tawag dyan sa relationship between x, y, we call them boundary conditions or minsan initial conditions. Pag in-apply mo yan sa higher form ng mathematics. But anyway, ito na yun. No, ilalagay ko lang dito. Take note, I'm trying to find here the present worth. Okay? Take note, take note. Bakit? Kasi nagmamatter man yun. Kasi ito man ang isaset ko as reference. Alright? So, this will be my reference. That will be my 0. So, 0 minus 1. Ilagay mo yung known. Yung mga given, basically. So, 0 minus 1 should be 900,000. Alright? Now, ang aking susunod ay 0 minus 2. And that should be 900,000 times 1.05. Ox na yon. Basically, babasahin na yan. Gagawan na yan ni Calcu ng equation. Okay? So, next move is get A, then store that to A, then get B, then store that to B. So, let me do that here. Mode 3, 6, then 0 minus 1. Okay? So, once I know the arbitrary constants, I'm going to go back to my mode 1. And, okay, tingin na lang kayo sa calcu. Di ko na isusulat. Oh, ito na yan. Summation of, ito na ha, A, B, raised to x dapat yan dyan. Okay? Then, multiply ko siya ng 1 plus 0 point. Ilan bang interest nito? Sabi dito, the interest is 12% per year. So, this will become 1.12, right? Raised to x. So, the same form, y times 1 plus I raised to x, then the limits should be 0 minus 5 to 0 minus 1. Press equals, and that should give you the present worth, which is already the question. We want to know, alright, the present worth of all of these salaries. Basahin niyo yung problem na, sinabi yan. So, the present worth is equal to 3,546,046. This will be my final answer. Napag-usapan na lang din natin, no? Andito na tayo eh. Guys, again, maraming solution para sa mga problem, no? And in fact, sa board exam so far, ito yung napansin ko, lahat ng gradient na binigay niya so far. Alright? Ilang beses na po lumabas yung gradient, pero si arithmetic pa lang yung lumabas. Pero ilang beses na po yun kasi naibigay. Okay? So, ganito. Pwede mo man kasi ito manumanuhin eh. Kung halimbawa nakalimutan mo to, alright? Gawin mo ng paraan. Gamitin mo yung concept ng cash flow. Isa-isahin mo to transfer sa present worth. Matagal lang siya konti kasi magta-transfer ka ng 5. Alright? 5 na mga transactions. But, kung wala na ka talagang choice, edi gamitin mo na yun, di ba? Sayang din naman yung 1 point.